07, guys.
I have two options here, okay? And if you don't agree with them, then that would be a real problem for me. And I'm not gonna do anything that hurts you, but then I have to make a hard decision, okay?
Okay. What are the options, Benji?
These are the options to me. I was thinking about the first and the second one. First was to kill Perez, and second was to obviously voluntarily leave and you can just take care of everything. The third option in my head involves two choices. Okay. Number one, instead of killing Perez, I ask you to simply remove him. Just not a part of Hades, but instead of killing him, instead of hurting him, he can remain your friend and he won't feel like you betrayed him. The second option, because I feel like their plan is not irreversible. Okay. And it involves Perez still being within this gang in a lower position. But in order for Perez to do that, I need him to kill Ivy in front of us. And take back everything he's done. And if he can't do that, then Ray, I don't know what to say. If he values me over this friend that he avoided me and withheld information from, let him fix this situation if he can. But until he chooses one and he completes the task, I will not recognize him as a member of Hades. I feel like that's more than fair, Ray.
I see. How do you want to carry forward with, say he does that, he kills Ivy. We remain with all the other underbosses? You're okay with KJ,
No.
Reggie, and Louis?
He should stay as a member, but I will give him an honest chance. And I will allow him to earn his trust back. I promise you this. And if he does what he continues to do, I'm sure he can rise up again. But if you're not okay with both ideas, Ray, then I have to leave.
Okay. Let me speak to him, okay? You want us to speak to him? I feel like that'd be better.
We should speak to him together.
Yeah, agreed. All right, gentlemen, thank you for everyone coming here. There's a few things we gotta talk about. Benji, do you want to start?
Yeah. Listen, boys, I am under no illusion that what happened may not have been with a malicious intent. I don't think anybody here tries to wake up and have their day to make one boss hate another or try to withhold information in hopes of causing a rift. But after Reggie Mike's first mistake with me, I made it very clear to all underbosses and everybody actually involved in command that I should be privy to all plans. And I feel like this whole thing with Perez and what happened with the ADMC is something very, I would say, enough weight where both leaders need to be told. And it's a shame because I do understand that it's a lapse in communication. I understand that there's been problems with how we move forward with plans in this gang. Because it's true, Ray has the power to do things, make snap judgment calls, and I do as well. That's what we both agreed on. But in all honesty, a lot of that comes from the fact that maybe some days in urgent situations, we might need to go to war. Some days, maybe Ray will be gone for a week, I'll be gone for a week, and we need to make these calls without being afforded the opportunity to talk to everybody. And the people that I've talked to recognize that there were plenty of opportunities for me to talk with Perez, or Perez to talk to me. But at this point, I've already given Ray my solutions to this problem. I initially had two choices. I think everybody here understands where I stand. Option number one was to kill Perez. And option number two was for me to step away because of purely my frustration that I couldn't make an underboss feel like he could tell me what his plan was. Now, both those options were rejected. We couldn't come to an agreement. But I had a third one in my pocket. I told it to Ray already. And he will tell Perez what the options are.
Okay, I'll start with option one that Benji talked tonight about. Option one, Perez, is that I remove you from Hades. We carry forward for like that. Option two is that you get Ivy down here and you put a bullet right between her head and you make concessions with Barry to return the shit that Ivy stole. Am I correct when I say that, Benji? Those are the options.
Yeah. But the first one needs to be done first. We'll handle the concessions.
What do you think, Perez? Are you willing to do that?
Wait. Second option, if you agree and you do what we tell you to do,
He's being demoted to a member.
you will not be removed from Hades. You will be made into a full member. But I promise this to Ray. I will give you an honest chance to earn your position back if you choose to do so. I'm not going to shun you. I'm not going to ignore you. And the only reason we're giving you this opportunity is because you executed a plan, and that plan is currently still reversible. Choice is yours.
Fuck, I wonder if Perez is okay with it. I'm kind of curious. Does he want to shoot Ivy?
I just think both options are a band-aid patch of the root fucking problems we have.
Oh, well.
I'll be honest, ever since fucking I tried to push you to get Ray to not kill Rico, and then you pulling me aside that one day and telling me, Perez, I can't wait to kill one of you that is close to Ray. I felt like that's been an issue ever since then. As much as I am down to bring Ivy down here and shoot her, I still think that's just covering the big issue that we have.
Well,
Did he make a choice, or is he just talking?
what's your
I
choice,
guess
Perez?
it's option one.
Well,
I don't think there's much more to say, Ray.
well, now, Benji.
He chose the option, right? I'm not shooting him. We're removing him. It's clear what was going to happen there, man. He's made his choice. He wants a new path.
Fuck, what do I do here?
I know this is not going to be easy, Ray.
I'm choosing Benji or Perez here. God, that's a fucking hard choice.
But you have to remove him now. Because not only has he chosen Ivy over...
Yeah,
me,
I don't know why he did that, actually. Why did
not
he...
only has he chosen Ivy
Perez
over you,
really did fuck up, actually.
he chose it over the whole fucking thing.
Oh, Benji makes a good point there, actually. Why did Perez choose...
So I don't know.
Fuck, let me think.
I think you need to just do it. If you don't want to do it, I'll do it.
So what, he said he was okay with shooting Ivy? What do you mean? What did he mean, by the way, Benji, when you pulled him aside and said you were waiting to shoot one of Ray's boys? What was that?
I don't remember. Genuinely. Honestly, I don't remember.
Okay.
If I was gonna do it, should have been like a week after that, not a year, 6 months.
And you have a question.
Yeah,
Would you keep Hades if I left?
depends. If I was in this moment, what's the point? But after this guy making his choice, Ray, I don't think Hades is even a thing if we keep him. I'm sorry, man. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to make the options so hard. In fact, I'll be honest with you, I thought the options would be very easy for him. But if he chooses to leave, what am I supposed to do? He's made his choice, Ray.
I know.
He didn't even hesitate.
What do I do? Shit, dude. I think I need to... Yeah, obviously there's only two options here, Benji. In my mind, right? We have to either remove Perez or... one of the other two things we talked about. You or I leave, and we just... That's it. And, I mean, obviously this gang cannot continue with Perez in your mind, because of what he just did.
I don't think it can continue in anybody's mind right now. Not after that.
Yeah.
I just hope you know. I didn't want to put you in this position, all right?
I understand. Fine. Do you mind if I have a quick moment with Perez? I'm willing to remove him. I just want to talk to him a little bit.
Actually, I want to talk to him too after.
Okay.
Tell me if you once you do it. If
Yeah.
you do it.
Well, Perez, I'm given two options here. Actually, I guess three. What do you mean by the bandit comment, by the way?
I mean, got it from him as well. He wanted to leave as well. So you have that. Then you have the fact that he's been non-stop wanting to make clips within the gang, which always is going to happen. But he's made them official, right? He's got OG roles. He's got SMG. And at the start of the year, he said he wanted to get, you know, the original roster to be close. And then he wonders why this isn't a fucking family. We did a mass recruitment just so people would make us a bunch of money so we can have fun. Not necessarily a family. They're kind of like workers at this stage. Sure, we like got close to a couple of them, but like, I don't know. A few of them is just like, hey, hi, thanks for the free white card. Thanks for the free money. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for cleaning all this. Like, I've gone a bonding experience with some of them. Well, a few of them, yeah, sure, but like, none of them really, besides a few, really amounted to like the friendships and stuff and family we had in Rust, right?
I know. But, you know, that also came with problems for our group, you know? We never had money. We never were in a good position. We never really used people for shit like that. And it did fuck us over in the long run. I don't know what to do, Perez. You know, we had this conversation on the beach 2 days ago. We said, hey, we could just remove you. But What's the point? Should I stay with Hades, keep it going, and do my thing, or do I take the ultimatum? Benji and I part ways.
The thing is, well, we know we both don't like fucking ultimatums.
I fucking despise ultimatums. I'm the type of man who would usually walk away in the situation and just let them have everything. I don't give a fuck.
It feels like he's in control as well when he does that.
I've never had I've had only a few difficult situations like this in my life, actually. I don't know. What do I do, Perez? I mean, obviously, no matter what, you're not going to be in Hades anymore. I'm not going to let you get shot, though. Okay. I'm not going to lie. I need a little bit more time to think about this. Perez, I probably will do the removing of you from Hades myself and just figure out what I'm going to do next, okay? You understand?
Fine.
Okay. Thank you. You still are my friend. And I'll never let you get hurt, okay? But for now, I have to remove you from Hades until I figure out what I want to do next. Whether or not that means I'm leaving this group or Benji's leaving. Or if we try to make things work, then I'll make things work. But I don't know. You understand? I just need more time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I ask you something, man? And can you just be honest with me? Did you actually try to hide that information from me? Nothing will happen to you.
No, but in a way, I feel like, yes. I make excuses about time, you having your little quote unquote doom spiraling, and it's been hard to talk to you. But as much as I feel like the quote unquote house heist wasn't gonna happen or was gonna happen, and it being a very sporadic plan, still could have fucking told you.
I really appreciate the honesty, Perez. I know I wasn't the easiest leader to deal with. I know that when it came to Seaside and Russ becoming one, I know that dealing with Ray and talking to him directly was always going to be the easier option for you. Can I be honest with you? Do you want me to tell you what I think is going to happen now? Hades, a big part of it has always been you, Perez. But it's always been like a gang that is slowly getting choked to death because of small things like this. Having Benji boys, Ray boys, it's all been toxic. It's all been dangerous for us. But I hope you know, this is gonna sound fucking cooked from me, okay? The reason I genuinely felt sad the last 2 days is because I was unable to earn your trust in a year and a half. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. There were times that your performance, the stuff that you've done, was amazing. You done stuff that I don't think Reggie or KJ would have been able to pull off. You took care of the gang, you set everything up, and you rolled out whenever you were needed. I'll be honest with you. You know yourself that if I just let you stay without a huge concession, I think you know that it just wouldn't work. But I'm gonna tell you this. So say what you want to say.
I agree with that.
But you know what, Perez? Do you want to know the real reason I didn't want to kill you?
What's that?
It's two things, man. Number one, Perez, I actually like you. Even now I do. But that's as a person, not as an underboss. And the second thing is, I have a feeling in the future we'll work again together someday. And I hope if that time ever comes, it's not gonna be like this. I'm not gonna say it in front of everybody else. I appreciate everything you've done for the gang, okay? And I hope wherever life takes you now, you'll be okay.
What's up, Benji?
Hey, I genuinely am sorry. This I'm apologizing for. But I know you know I had to do it. And I know it's not gonna be the same without Perez. And I know he's not Rico level kind of problem, okay? I know this. But I appreciate today. I will honor our deal to make Hades work until it doesn't. And I'll continue to try my best. That, you know, I know that might not mean like too much right now based on the situation. But if you're staying, I'm staying, and I'm gonna try and make it work. And maybe we'll have to. Maybe I'll have to take a bit more weight on as well. You know,
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to some of the boys, just try to get their minds straight, and I'm sure you're gonna have your own conversations with them later. Okay?
Sure. Go ahead, Benji. I just gonna go think
Yeah.
about shit alone.
Thank you.
Good, brother.
Appreciate your time, bro. Today's been special, man.
I'll be in touch, Benji. Later, boys.
Brother, I want to tell you some stuff, man.
Yeah.
I know this is shit for you. I know. Okay. Whatever I'm feeling about Perez, I'm sure. I know it's a loss. I know it's a loss. Okay. I know this is not gonna be some. Oh, I'll be okay in 3 days after some sex or some bullshit. I know it's tough. Just like Reggie, KJ, people that we come to rely on over the years. I know that Perez, even though he wasn't shot or killed or removed violently, I know that you'll be yearning for that fucking voice radio. The guy that calls you up every morning, gives you the updates, tells you what's up, sets your day and shit like that. I know, okay? I know. I know all of it because, and not as impactful as Perez for you. We've all been through that. Maybe not now, but at some points. The thing is, Ray, did Perez tell you what he said to me?
No. What did he say to you?
I feel bad for what has happened today because of how it affects you. Okay. I feel bad because I know that in terms of, I know that you don't care about power, but I know that even in the terms of underbosses and whatnot, the dynamics have changed. Okay. There's two people that came with me that I suggested that are now directly under us, and you might feel a less sense of security because of that, right? I
Sure.
can tell you right now. I can tell you right now that I've talked to both of them. Okay, this might not mean a lot because it's not. It's not the same. They will respect you the way you need to be respected. Okay, Ray. That's not ever a question. This gang will die when they decide not to do so. Okay, easily. My thing is, when I had a conversation with Perez right after you did, I asked Perez if he hid that information from me on purpose. And Perez said yes. He didn't use the words that he didn't trust me, but it's obvious that that was the case. And he said that he was simply making excuses about not being able to talk to me, said that I was dooming, difficult to drag me into the dark room, blah blah blah. Those were just things that he made up out of convenience to not have to tell me so that he can carry out his plan. So I do not regret what we've done today. I simply feel sad about it for you. Okay. I need you to know that I get it. Now, this gang, Ray, is not something that we can do if you're unable to carry on. Okay. So I want you to know, brother, okay? Like I care for you. And if you sometime from now feel like you cannot operate without Perez, you do not feel like living a life where you can't rely on him every day, and 2 weeks from now, a month from now, if we're in some sudden war and you just feel like I can't do this without my right hand man, I can't do this without my number two, the guy that's been next to me this whole time. If you feel that way, I will gladly end Hades with you. I'm not gonna sit here and force you to be sad every day, Ray. Okay? I hope you know this, man.
Yeah. No,
I
I
just I
appreciate it.
just you know this, brother. Like I just cannot be in a gang. Like I did not want to threaten you with me leaving, but I just can't be in a gang where I know the decision that needs to be made as a gang leader is removing somebody or killing him. and then I just pretend that I'm staying. You know what I mean? Just like how that Rico pill was too bitter to swallow because you knew, and I knew, that's why I didn't stop you, that a command was disobeyed, a trust was betrayed. You know, like I hope you know this, man. You are my brother. I consider you this. And whatever you choose to do, if you want to end Hades next week, I am still with you. In what form, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can pretend to make another crew and just have Perez and Reggie and KJ and shit like that, like it never happened. I don't know if that can happen again. Maybe in time, but like I'm still here. You know what I'm saying, man? And I don't want you to feel like, bro, I can sit here and lie all I want and say, oh my God, well, I'll be there for you the same way. It's just not the same. I know. There's probably some days where it's more fun to be with me and it's more annoying to be with Perez, but sometimes that annoying factor is what acts as our pillar of support. And I know this, man. So whatever you want to do, Ray, okay, I respect it. If you really cannot go with it anymore, I'm not gonna look at it as a weakness. So you betraying me, you know, I just want you to know this, okay? Like whatever you want to do, I'm okay with it if you want to end it. And I
Sure.
think everybody recognizes that, and nobody's making fun of it. Nobody's looking at it like you're weak or anything like that.
No,
Absolutely not.
I know.
Okay.
I've talked to people. Listen, I mean, you're not wrong, Benji. I lost a lot of motivation, but I told people this is what the conversation I've been having with people is. I'll be real with you. I just told people, yo, I've been trying my best, but I have lost my motivation for a lot right now, and I'm gonna keep trying for a few days. But um, you know, no matter what I do, I'm gonna communicate with you guys. I would talk to you, Benji. Actually, I think we should just revisit this topic tomorrow, or the day after, and we just
Yeah.
say, hey, like we either do or don't after some thought on it, you know.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And no matter what, like you said, you are still my brother. Like why am I gonna sit here and be mad at you for the shit? At the end of the day, we made this group together.
You know, Ray. I hope that I told this to the boys too. You know, I said to them that a lot of what's happening right now, I consider it a test. And believe it or not, I told them it's because it's very likely that maybe in the future. Now, I know you didn't agree to this. I said that maybe one day, let's say this city burns and somehow we come back again. One day, maybe me and Ray want to work together again, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe from Hades, we get to choose people that we both trust this time, you know, if even possible, equally, you know? And we can look back and say, well, I can't really trust this guy right now because this is what happened last time when we tried to do something.
No, I get where you're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I feel very bad, man. Like you don't understand. I might not sound sad right now, but I know what happened today is could either be an amazing return to form because you somehow pull through, or it becomes catastrophic because it is very sad. I know, man. All I can say is for you, I'm happy that we didn't have to shoot your brother. Okay.
Yeah, I am too. And I
And
obviously I mentioned it
yeah,
before. I appreciate you not having to resort to that.
yeah. I didn't want to, Ray. Even when I was coming up with the ideas, I didn't want to shoot him. I just felt like it just needed to be done. I'm glad I fucking brought up the third options today.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to leave you alone or anything like that. But the thing is, I know this kind of shit you need to process by yourself. When you want to talk again and revisit this whole topic, I'll be here. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be around tomorrow as well, brother. Okay.
Yeah. You do what you have to, Benji. I
Yeah.
know you probably want to keep things going with some of the people from here. So by all means, if you want to talk to people and bring them with you, if things don't work out, do it. I'll be honest, if things don't work out, Benji, I don't have a plan. I don't know.
I'll be honest with you, Ray. It's never been about that for me. This might sound selfish, but for me, this has never been really about knowing who will come with me. I think we all know
Yeah.
who we have in our back pockets.
Yeah, of course.
I think this is just more about me getting tested, you getting tested, and whether or not you and I both, you know. I'll be honest, right? This is more about whether or not you can handle my bullshit. You know what I mean? Whether or not, you know, I can be somebody that you choose over another brother. And yeah, I hate that how this has all panned out. Do you get me? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I'm of course I do. Brother, we made it through the company
Yes.
together out of everyone. You think
That's
I
what I'm
don't?
fucking saying, man.
Yeah,
That's
that
what I'm
shit.
fucking saying, man.
People talk about this house high shit and how it's fucked or whatever, but you know that fucking what John Paul did to us with everyone else that helped him, and then the fucking second shit time shit with the OTT, almost fucking stuff and taking the house. All that shit was rough, bro. It was never a good
Well,
time.
there's a lot of people that I've had fun with in this city, right? And being in a company with you in Hades is it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree,
So you know,
brother. With what we were given, I agree.
yeah. I appreciate you, brother. Okay, I know I can't be your Perez. I'm Benji. You know.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I can't be your
how you
fucking
want to
Reggie
move
or
forward?
KJ, right?
Exactly. How you want to move forward? You tell me, okay? I'm ready for whatever. Don't feel like you. I know you know this. You don't owe anybody anything, right? If you don't want to do it,
Yeah,
still respect you. You can still do something in the future. It's all up to you. All right.
yeah, I agree. Look at it, brother.
I appreciate you, brother. Okay. I
Yeah,
appreciate you, man. You have a good rest. Okay. I'm
thank
gonna
you,
go
man.
and just fucking drive around till the boom.
I can't fucking even do a high five or some shit. But hey, listen, I appreciate it. Let's no, I can't for some reason. But listen, hey, one last thing. If things don't end up working out, and if you're concerned about any of the houses or anything like that, don't worry. I would never ever fuck you over. So if there's anything you want to split shit, if things don't end up working, let's just talk about that after. Yeah. I just had the.
Ray, I don't with
I,
you, Ray. I'll
I
be honest with you, man.
you probably are
We
not
have our
concerned.
oh sorry.
You're not. Are you not concerned?
I did, we argue every day about who has a better car, who holds this house, who holds
Yeah.
that. I think today is just one of those days where it's a little bit bigger than that. You know, I
Yeah.
don't.
Agreed.
I I'm sure along the way I'll feel like, oh, I really want to have that thing too. You know, I'd appreciate it, but at this point in time, I'm not too concerned. We'll split things if we have to split things. You tell me what you want to do, okay?
Agreed. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I actually don't.
Oh man, bro. Yeah, I know. It's bro. You have a good one, okay?
You too, Benji.
I'll be waiting for the call, Ray.
Yeah.